So, picture this for a second. You have heavy rain pouring outside, you're sitting in a dark, slow-moving classroom, and time is just totally dragging on.
Right, like that classic gloomy late morning feeling.
Exactly. And then the door opens, and in walks this girl in a heavy coat. The lyrics describe her with caramel eyes and a small smile. Now, you'd expect the soundtrack for this scene to be, I don't know, a moody cello or some slow piano, right?
Oh yeah, totally. You're bracing for something melancholic and slow.
Right. So, welcome to this deep dive where we're looking at the track, the first frame, because instead of that slow piano, it suddenly hits you with this completely sun drenched tropical house groove. I mean, it's 120 beats per minute. It's in the key of G major.
Yeah, it's such a massive contrast. And honestly, that exact question is what makes this track so compelling. It's playing with expectations. Because the lyrics set up this dreary, super mundane reality, but the moment she walks in, the music doesn't score the physical room at all.
Okay, let's unpack this. How do you actually score a gloomy, rainy day scene like that then?
Well, you don't. You score the narrator's brain. So what's fascinating here is how the instrumentation instantly supports this sugar rush that the lyrics actually mention.
Oh, right. It's a complete internal weather shift. Outside, it's freezing and gray, but the second she walks in, their internal emotional state just goes straight into vibrant summer mode.
Exactly. And the production really delivers that physical sensation. You get this driving, four-on-the-floor kick drum right away.
Meaning the drum hits on literally every single beat, right? Kind of mimicking a rapid, pounding heartbeat.
Spot on. And underneath that kick, there's this syncopated sub bass that just drives the whole track.
And just to clarify for everyone listening, syncopated means those heavy bass notes are landing between the main beats, doesn't it? It gives it that bouncy energy.
Yeah, it gives it a bouncy, unpredictable feel. It makes you want to move. And floating over all that rhythm is this bright synthesizer that sounds a lot like a marimba playing this fast, rhythmic ostinato.
Wow, so it's physically elevating your own heart rate to match the narrator's sudden infatuation. But wait, if the track is already that sunny and upbeat, how does the production actually build the tension of that dizzying feeling? Because the lyrics talk about time seemingly stopping, like, nobody moves and I forget my name.
Right, so that all happens in the build-up to the drop. They create this dizzying tension by using chopped vocal melodies.
Oh, like slicing up little snippets of a voice?
Yeah, slicing them up and rearranging them rapidly so they kind of stutter and disorient you. And then the drop hits, and it just explodes with this incredibly wide synthesizer pad that's sidechained to the kick drum.
Ah, side chaining. That's when the volume of the synth ducks down every single time the kick drum hits, right?
Yeah.
Creating that huge, rushing, pumping sound.
Yes, it literally breathes with the beat. It feels like blood rushing to your ears. And they layer that with crisp snares on beats 2 and 4, some shakers, and these little woodblock hits.
Wood blocks. That's interesting for a tropical track.
It is, yeah. The woodblocks actually add a tactile, almost rain-like texture to the tropical beat. So it subtly grounds that whole summer vibe back into the rainy classroom reality.
That's brilliant. It perfectly captures that overwhelming feeling of your chest just beating out of control. But wait, there is one thing I noticed in the production notes that threw me off a bit.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
The male vocals. They are absolutely drowning in a heavy reverb. And I mean, if this is supposed to be this hyper-personal, intimate story of a first love, doesn't layering on massive echoes just wash out all that raw emotion? You'd normally want the vocals completely dry and right in your ear to feel close, wouldn't you?
Well, normally, yes. Dry, close-mic'd vocals usually scream intimacy. But here, the heavy reverb is serving a totally different narrative purpose.
How so?
The vocals are actually paired with a soaring lead synth that uses a formant filter, which is an effect that makes the instrument mimic the shape of a human mouth. So the synth itself almost sounds like it's singing.
Oh, wow. So the voice and the synthesizer are basically blending together into one sound.
Right. And when you soak that blend in heavy reverb, it creates this vast, dreamlike memory space. It's not meant to distance you from the singer. It perfectly captures how a core memory, that literal first frame, resonates and echoes in your mind long after the actual moment passes.
So what does this all mean? The whole song isn't just telling a story, it's structurally built to feel like an echoing memory.
Right.
And it wraps up exactly as the lyrical narrative does, rain stops, class ends, my heart stays.
Exactly. It really shows how you can use genre, tempo, and spatial effects to tell the emotional truth of a scene, even if it completely contradicts the physical environment of the lyrics.
You really have to go listen to the full track to catch all these little details, like the muted electric guitar strums humming quietly in the background, and to experience that emotional build yourself. Share your interpretations in the comments, too. But before you go, I want to leave you with this to ponder.
It's a really good question.
Is that upbeat, tropical tempo truly the sound of love at first sight? Or is it actually the sound of a nostalgic mind desperately trying to keep the warmth of that rainy day alive forever?